Hello everybody and welcome back to I almost said The Legend of Zelda. You do the intro.
Hi guys, it's ZodiacXxTheory here with Thrasho2 playing Pokemon FireRed. Last time, we talked about the past of TV and weird, odd, sexual fetishes with Freddie Benson, but now we will go to Pokemon Land and battle monsters for money.
Yeah, that's about the gist of it.
That's the jizz of it.
Yes, the jizz of it.
Okay, so what are we doing now exactly?
I'm fighting a Weedle. And I just killed a
Weedle.
Weedle can take over the Dragon Ball Z universe because it is both a worm and a needle. Yeah, because Goku is afraid of needles and Vegeta is afraid of worms.
But worms are delicious.
Yeah, but it's a pun. Well, not a pun, but it's an odd observation, and I'm all about those.
You know. Have you ever seen the movie How to Eat Fried Worms?
How to Eat Fried Worms? I think I read most of the book.
Well, there was a lot of worm eating in that movie.
Well, yeah, isn't the plot? It's been like a long ass time. But isn't the plot about a kid who has a bet that he can't eat 40 worms or something in the span of a week? And I remember I got to the end and he was almost about to do it and he's like, no, you have to eat this big nightcrawler for your last one. And I don't know, it was weird.
I want to get into
because I remember the stakes were really high, at least for kids. I think it was $200 or something, which if you're a kid, that's 10,000 times your life savings.
That's 10,000 times my life savings right now.
Yeah, well, I'm not me. I have a job.
You got a gerb?
What?
You got a gerb.
Gerb.
Gerbs.
Get me a gerb.
Yeah, they took our gerbs.
They took our gerbs. Okay.
South Park is amazing.
Yeah, my sister loves South Park, and I do as well.
Let's see. I'm looking at sexy cosplayers on Facebook for some reason.
Okay.
Half of them are sexy. Some of them are guys. Half of them are sexy.
And that's the half that are guys.
Yes. How did you know? Let's see. I want to get into prosthetic making.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It'd be amazing. Just make stuff for fun. I want a 3D printer just so I can make a Pip-Boy 3000. That's all I would use it for. One thing. Forever.
Couldn't you just borrow somebody's at that point?
No, it would be mine. I would make really weird statues of stuff, not penises.
That was my first thought.
Nope, no penis statues for me. I'll
right.
make one for you, Thrash. Okay, so what's happening on Pokemon?
I got poison pointed by a Nidoran, female. So I'm gonna switch to Czar and use Ember because Ember is a non-physical move, and poison point won't activate since I'm not touching it. I'm blowing fire at it.
Yeah, because you don't want to touch a girl's poison point.
No, you do not.
If you're dating a girl and she has a poison point, I have some bad news. She's not a girl. So, Nidokings can only mate with Nidorans, and Nidoqueens can only mate with male Nidorans.
I'm sure that's not true because I think they're in an A group, but I think Nidoran and I think Nidoking and Nidoqueen can't mate, but I'm pretty sure that they have similar A groups.
It's pedophilias. All of the pedos.
Yeah.
Drowsy. My favorite Pokemon is Drowsy, Magikarp, Sudowoodo, and Snorlax.
You don't like Hypno? Come, little children,
come with me.
Safe and happy you will be. Oh, I love doing that. I think I did that once, and was it you I creeped out?
Yeah, you should be Hypno for Halloween.
I don't think I have a slender enough figure to be Hypno. And no, I'm not going to be slender either.
Slenderman sucks. That's the worst creepy thing. They ruined it? Pop culture ruined Slenderman.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Slenderman on his own is pretty sweet, but pop culture completely ruined him.
Because I hate that they added tentacles. He doesn't have tentacles. He grows fucking arms out of his fucking body. That's terrifying.
No, he had tentacles.
From the stuff I read, he didn't.
Hmm.
Basically, like his arms would extend, and you'd hear the crackling of his bones as they like broke into shape.
I didn't hear that. I heard like he didn't really have arms, but his arms were just two tendrils coming from like his hands, and then he had more tendrils that came out of his back, which he would sometimes use to walk on.
No, I've only heard like arms and stuff, but pop culture Slenderman has tentacles. Tentacles are not scary unless you're a Japanese schoolgirl. I'm sorry.
Tentacles can be pretty frightening because they can like detain all of your limbs, and then you're kind of left to Slenderman's will.
So you gotta do bad things to me?
He's Slenderman. He's not going to do good things to you.
You know, and like I like this like little spin-off thing that I read. Like he protected children and shit. I would love like to make a comic where Slenderman like kills pedophiles.
Yeah. I remember. I think I remember somewhere like seeing like a creepypasta of the origin of Slenderman, and apparently it was like some kid who was going to commit suicide ran to some guy who Tyson, you're level 14.
The real origin of Slenderman is a guy entered a photoshopping contest, made Slenderman, he won. The end.
Yeah.
That's it.
But this was a creepypasta. Is that going to evolve? No.
I don't like my pasta creepy. I like it happy.
I like creepypasta. It's good with oregano.
Everything's good with oregano and Parmesan.
Well, most Italian food is good with oregano. If you're going to put oregano on, like...
sushi?
Yeah, it's not going to turn out too well.
So Pokemon.
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Oh, do you hear speculation that there's going to be a new type, the fairy type? That Pokemon like Jigglypuff and Chansey and Sylveon are going to be in?
Actually, I don't think it's... I haven't been following Pokemon news. I'll just say that right now. But if I was going to speculate a new type, it would be the light type, because it would fight darkness. And Mewtwo, the new Mewtwo would be a light type. Sylvia would be a light type, because having the silver type wouldn't make sense. And that doesn't make sense either. Light seems like the best option, because Black and White were based on spirituality. And so the next game, following that branching path, I can see Light being... So...
Yeah, well, that's what I thought at first. I wanted a light type, and I didn't think that, like I thought there were going to be two new types, light and sound. But I originally speculated light when I saw Sylveon, and I heard somebody else say sound type, and I thought, that sounds good.
Have you seen all the Pokemon fusions lately?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of those. But let's not get off of this new typing ordeal, because I think it was leaked somewhere that there's going to be a new type called Fairy type, and it makes a lot of sense because it would really fit with Sylveon because it's all pink and girly. But then again, I have no idea what the new X Pokemon what its type is going to be, because it looks a lot like it would be a light type. Oh, this is Mount Moon. This drove me to insanity in blue version. Let's play. Let's see.
I love the fairies.
Yeah,
but they're Metronome. Metronome's sexy.
Yeah, but oh, I do not have repels, and let's see.
New virus threat to the end of the world. Zombies are coming.
Huzzah. But, yeah, I have no idea. Maybe there will be a light and a fairy type. Because I have no idea what the new type of the X Pokemon is going to be. That big, blue deer-looking thing. I mean, you tell me, what type do you think that is?
Let's see. What? Sorry, I blanked.
You know what? I'm going to go see if I can try and buy repels. And why is my speed up not working?
Yahoo News is so funny because it's like Justin Bieber lost 10 pounds, the world's ending.
Huh.
Like I don't know. I don't know.
Are people still talking about Justin Bieber? Haven't they just kind of stopped yet?
Nope. He's just doing more stupid stuff. He went on like an awards show and said, "I demand respect for being an artist." No shit. No, like, he did that.
That's
Open
probably the
mic.
funniest thing he's ever done.
Has anyone that demanded respect has got it? Has that ever happened? Like, I demand this respect.
No,
Okay.
if you demand respect, that means you don't have it in the first place. That means you're just diminishing any that you already have.
So yeah, I still love what he said about abortion. Everything happens for a reason. He said that about rape. He said
Wow.
abortion is wrong, even in rape victims. Everything happens for a reason.
That's...
Stupid.
No, that's not the correct response to that. Have an actual opinion.
Yeah. He said, I've never been in that situation, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, and we're not going to have this discussion, Zodiac, between you and me. I do not want the comments exploding with all
Well,
the 2 people that go in there.
Well, it's just something to talk about. I'm just scrolling through the news, Will. It's not my fault pop culture and news is downgraded to propaganda, fat people, and nukes.
Yeah, TMZ. I hate TMZ.
Like, I don't get it. How to tie your shoes 12 seconds faster? I mean,
What? Something about shoes and 12 seconds
I
faster?
don't know. I don't know. God. It's probably a news article somewhere. Solar-powered banana buffers.
Did you just say solar-powered banana buffers?
Yes.
Ooh, bullet seed.
Bullet seed's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I like bullet seed.
Bullet seed's a pretty good move. It's kind of bugging me that I can't fast forward. Like, I don't know. My computer, like, hates Skype because apparently Skype calls, like, take so much power or something that, like, my emulator can hardly run.
Oh
Like-
my god, I just had a realization.
What?
Okay, Xbox One is going to have Skype. If your Windows 8 computer cannot handle Skype, and Xbox One will be running on similar software, that's kind of bad, right?
Huh. That is a thought. I'm probably not going to get the Xbox One.
No one is, because it's not a video game console. It's a VCR that looks pretty. Terrible.
Yeah. It even kind of does look like a VCR. Like, after I see some of the PS4 specs, I might get the PS4. I'm not totally sure. Like, I'm waiting for details to come out on it.
Don't you have a Wii U?
I do have a Wii U already.
Stick with the Wii U.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Wii U's not going to have a lot of the, like, hardcore games. I mean, those are usually with Xbox or PlayStation.
Let's see. But yeah, if you're gonna get something between, yeah, because I loved the PS3's press conference, even though I didn't watch all of it. All I really paid attention to was we are going to focus on the gamer and the gamer only. It's like, yeah, you already won my vote if I was gonna buy a console. Like, Microsoft is not allowing indie games. It's not allowing used games. It's not allowing reverse compatibility, which neither are, but you can buy like PS1 and PS2 games on the PS4 marketplace, which isn't terrible.
I guess if you keep your old consoles, then it's not really too much of a problem.
How long do you think your old Xbox 360 is going to last once they stop making parts and repairing them?
Yeah,
And-
but I was talking about PlayStation because
Yeah.
I still have my PS2 and I still have a PS1.
Yeah, you can still order parts for that. Sony stopped manufacturing PS2s like 2012.
Huh.
Yeah, and one thing I would be worried about if I was a Microsoft player, is that what if Microsoft, like a few years down the road, people who bought an Xbox One, I have no idea why you would, with knowing the things we do right now, rumor or not, they have not debunked anything, so that's kind of scary, and they've done a shit job with damage control blocking YouTube comments. But the one thing I'd be worried about is, say you keep your old console, right? Okay, I'm gonna keep my Xbox so I can play my Xbox games. What happens whenever they stop accepting Gold Live and they just turn off all the servers? You won't be able to play online. You'll just have to be playing single player, which isn't too bad, but a lot of games are multiplayer built around. And then you have a useless console that can play Call of Duty single player. Fun.
Yeah, alright, I think that'll be enough for this episode, because we've gotten to about 15 minutes.
All
So,
right.
in the next episode, we'll continue down Mount Moon and talk about more stuff.
The Giants.